I'm gonna be honest, there's been one thing that has been more detrimental to my business recently than anything else since I started. This thing spoils the good days, makes the bad ones even worse, and sabotages almost all of my focus. This thing is distraction, specifically with new opportunities in comparison. See, there's never been a time in human history with so much opportunity. And with the whole world connected, it's easy to admire everyone who's seemingly doing so much better than you. When I first started making videos, I had such a clear vision of where I wanted to go and what I wanted to achieve. And that vision has allowed me to do some really awesome things and taken me to some cool places. And most of all, it's given me a peace of mind that I'm in pursuit of my goals every day. But recently I've lost that peace of mind, and I found myself distracted from that vision, disappointed with where I'm at, and tempted by countless other enticing short-term successes. I've had to be really intentional about refocusing myself on what I really do want to accomplish and reminding myself that anything worth having takes a lot of time, and nothing worth having is really easy to get. And when you're running a business, especially when you're young, it's easy to doubt yourself and to doubt your future. That's why I have found that I need to continually remind myself on a daily or weekly basis what my vision is and what my goals are. So I've been doing this thing recently, typically on like Mondays or Tuesdays at the beginning of the week, where I essentially just walk around my backyard and talk to ChatGPT for like 10 minutes or more. And then I go back and forth with it for, I don't know, 30 minutes, sometimes longer, just about my business and things that I'm struggling with and different things I'm working on and stuff like that. And recently I had the idea of like, what if I asked ChatGPT what my biggest strengths and weaknesses are right now, and kind of had it do a somewhat personal evaluation of me. And it was actually really interesting because at this point, like most other people, I've pretty much told ChatGPT everything about my life and about my business. And so I figured that it would be interesting to hear a brutally honest opinion from AI about what some of my biggest weaknesses are and things that I should work on. So the prompt that I gave it was, based on everything you know about me, be a brutally honest friend, psychologist, entrepreneurial expert, and wise advisor. What are the biggest flaws I have personally that are holding me back from achieving my financial, relational, athletic, and career goals? And what are the biggest strengths I have that I need to double down on to find purpose, success, peace, and satisfaction? And here's what it said my biggest flaws are. Said, you chase too many rabbits, referencing the quote of a man that chases two rabbits catches neither. You rely too much on intensity, not systems. You romanticize the next thing to do too much. You confuse restlessness with lack of progression, and you don't fully believe that you're already the guy. And really what I got from that is like, one of my strengths, I think, is that I get ideas. I have somewhat of an entrepreneurial mind. I have all these different things I want to try and do. But in order to achieve any type of success in anything in life, you have to really double down on a pretty specific thing and get really good at that one thing or those two things or whatever it is. And that's especially true, I feel like, with athletics and with business. In high school, I tried to be a really good soccer player and a really good runner. And what happened was I was pretty mediocre at both. And in business, like, I started out very broad, doing tons of different videos for a lot of different niches and clients. And now I'm trying to niche down, but I'm having a really hard time letting go of all the different pieces. I have a really hard time committing to one because it means giving up the rest. Part of that is just my, having a bunch of different ideas, and it's a good thing, but also part of it is like with social media, you're just surrounded and bombarded every single day with tons of different ideas and things that people are doing and successes people are having. And it is tempting to like follow that trend for a little while, or, oh, this seems really exciting. Let me maybe switch up and do this. But again, it's like, if you start from 0 and then make it to 10 and then try and do something else, you're starting back from 0. And so if you just push through, even if it doesn't feel like you're making a lot of progress or doesn't feel like you're having a lot of success in those early stages of the business, if you start something else, even if you think that you're going to get success a lot faster, in reality, making a lot of money is always time consuming and it's always a lot of hard work. And so you're just going to be starting from 0 and you're going to get to your goals even slower. honestly, like these thought exercises and these walks I do with ChatGPT, where I kind of remind myself of my vision for my business and what I want to accomplish and what I'm trying to do, they really help recenter me and help me to put the blinders on and focus on the goals that I'm chasing and block out all of the other distractions. Because throughout the week, it's just so easy for me to get distracted with so many other things that are going on and successes that people are having, that I forget like my business and the thing that I've got going. And yes, maybe it's not there yet, but it will be if I keep putting in the work. But it's never gonna happen if I keep bouncing around from thing to thing to thing. I have a big capacity to work hard and to be persistent. I just need to channel that in one or two specific things rather than spreading myself so thin. It did not mix very well. Now it's just bubbles. So this morning I went to a 4th of July parade with my wife and my niece, and it rained the entire time. I got completely soaked, and it was like 65 degrees, which I feel like is kind of weird because typically the 4th of July I feel like is one of the hottest days of the entire year. So it's kind of strange how it was so cold this morning, but now it looks like this outside, so. But anyway, we still haven't gotten our first workout in of the day. We've got 2 today, kind of the first double of the summer, but we've just got some hills. Gonna do it out at the big treadmill. So warm up, then 20 by hills, and that'll be the first workout, and then we'll just get in a quick, like, I think it's like 40 minutes for the double tonight. But yeah, that's it. Gonna go out to the big treadmill, get her done. It's been a hard workout to manage because it's a lot of rest and a ton of reps. And so I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel on rep 12. It's like last week we did 24 and I was just like, anyway. But yeah, the last 5 or 6, I should be starting to get a little lactic probably. Okay.